Welcome to Market in Lagos for a look at the current trend in the cost of construction materials. And of course, the Africa Housing Awards are back. Nominations are ongoing. Let's begin with the trending news in housing and development sector.
Minister of Housing and Urban Development Ahmed Musa Dangiwa has condemned most states for failing to implement the Urban and Regional Planning Law, Decree 88 of 1992, more than 30 years after its passage. Speaking at the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners Colloquium in Abuja, Dangiwa revealed that only 2 states, including Katsina, have adopted the law, a situation he described as a major setback to orderly urban growth. He said the federal government under President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda is pushing for nationwide adoption and modernization of the law to meet global standards. The minister added that the ministry has reviewed the National Urban Development Policy and is finalizing policies on fiscal planning standards and rural settlements to promote balanced development. The Africa Women in Housing and Construction Network (AWHC) has announced the 2026 edition of its annual conference and business expo scheduled to hold from the 16th to 17th of March 2026 at the Musa Yaradua Center in Abuja. Themed Work, Wealth and Worth, redefining work, building work, wealth and worth, redefining work, building wealth, elevating worth. The event aims to bring together key players in Africa's housing and construction industry, including policymakers, developers, investors, and financial institutions. According to the convener, Flora Anne, the conference seeks to inspire collaboration, innovation, and investment that creates not just structures but value through job creation, economic growth, and human dignity. The 2-day event will feature high-level discussions on affordable housing finance, sustainability, technology in construction, and women's leadership across the value chain. It will also include an exhibition showcasing innovative housing solutions and building materials. AWHC convener says the conference goes beyond business, serving as a platform for empowerment, mentorship, and inclusion as it continues to promote a more sustainable and equitable built environment across Africa. To read the full details of the news, visit www.africahousingnews.com.
Those are some of the stories shaping Nigerians' housing narratives this week. After the break, we turn our focus to tenant protection as Lagos residents continue to decry agent racketeering and rising housing costs.
The board and management of Housing TV Africa warmly welcome the chairman, Board of Trustees, the distinguished members of the Board of Trustees, the President, and all members of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners to the 56th Annual General Meeting holding in Abuja from the 27th of October 2025. This historic gathering stands as a testimony to decades of dedication, excellence, and professional leadership. Together, we have built the framework that guides our cities, the policies that strengthen our communities. At this crucial time in our nation's history, your expertise and impact are needed more than ever to inspire innovation, to guide policy, and to ensure that every Nigerian city remains a place of opportunity, order, and hope. Housing TV Africa is proud to be associated with this great professional body, a symbol of excellence, knowledge, and nation building. We celebrate you and we wish you fruitful deliberations at the 56th Annual General Meeting. Together, let's continue to build the Nigeria we all envision. One plan, one city, and one community at a time.
Well, Welcome back. This is Housing Development. If you live or rent in Lagos, you probably know how challenging it can be to secure decent accommodation and sometimes how costly agent racketeering makes the process. To discuss how we can protect tenants and restore fairness to the housing market, Honorable Shola Odeyemi has this to say.
Agent racketeering in Lagos housing sector poses a substantial challenge to establishing a fair and effective real estate market. To tackle this issue, a collaborative approach involving regulatory bodies, consumers, and industry professionals is essential for fostering a safer environment for housing transactions. In an insightful discussion with Honorable Shola Odeyemi, a seasoned agent with over 20 years of experience, we gained valuable insights into the present difficulties within the Lagos housing sector.
What I advise most tenants is to deal with registered agents. We have a body called ECAN. ECAN means Estate Rent Commission Agents Association of Nigeria. So let them, in order to prevent them from falling victim of scam or 419 people, let them deal with registered agents with this body. And I think I've made a mention of this earlier. When you are going searching for a house, make sure that the agent you go to first and foremostly is a registered member of this body. And again, it is not a crime if you see they introduce you to a property that you so much love. You can come back and ask the landlord of the building who he has given that property to, the agent that is in charge of letting his property. That's another way. Well, with my over 20 years experience, what I do in my own practice, I avoid the law court. I try to do an amicable sort of settlement. If you're having an issue, whatever issue you are having with your landlord, if it has to do with a quit notice, instead of going to court, I will advise you meet your landlord, or